Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark.
All right. Hey, hey.
That looks better.
Yeah, it looks like it worked this time because it actually gave me it actually showed me a message saying that this will be on YouTube. It's live on YouTube, and uh, after
Yeah,
you record,
yeah, looks good.
right? So I guess we're good then.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll start real soon. Basically, like you said, how we can actually make money using VSource, some real cool ideas and all that stuff. That's
Yeah,
what
cool.
my people will absolutely love, I'm sure. So yeah, we get started then, okay?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, Amish.
Mm. Right, hey guys, it's Anwesh Rath here, and as promised, I'm doing this special grilling session of Mark Bishop, who's the mind behind this amazing software called VSource. Now, I went through the product and I absolutely loved it. And then there were a couple of ideas which were, swirling in my mind, and like how to basically get almost unlimited free traffic to almost any page that I want in any niche. But then of course Mark will be able to give you some more ideas because come on, it's his product, right? So help me welcome Mark. Welcome, Mark. Thank you very much for your time.
Hey, no worries. Nice to meet you, Amish.
Great, great. So we'll cut to the chase, and we just want to know, because I personally know how powerful this software is, because I actually do this thing, or probably I would say I used to do this thing
Yeah.
6 or 7 months ago, but it was a huge task, like okay, maybe I'm jumping the gun, but let me just tell you anyway, because people have already purchased. Whoever is watching this, they actually purchased resources. They probably know about the method already. It's basically going to YouTube, finding like some amazing videos that have really good views per day, right? And it shouldn't be stagnant. It shouldn't be something like it was getting views 6 months ago, but not getting a single view now. Not that, talking about like a proper, consistent traffic, that's coming to a YouTube video. And then we check the comment section or the description section, find the URL, and if it is broken, then we go ahead and actually register that domain, right? And then we put whatever we want to put because we already have a lot of traffic coming to that video, and now we own that particular link. We don't even have to own the video, but we now own that website, right? Am I right, or am I missing something?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. I mean, it's like actually swiping page one links. You'd be amazed that, people would just let them expire. But because obviously they're linked to a video, that domain or that URL, although it's expired, is still there because it's sort of linked to that video. But it's crazy. But if I start off and tell you a little bit about my past, Anwish,
Yeah.
Before I kind of broke into the internet marketing arena, I was a niche marketer. So I kind of did that in my spare time. So I was actually a plumber here in the UK for years and years, and I always wanted to make it online. But you know, like everybody, I suppose, you know, I bought this product and I bought that product, and kind of nothing really worked. You know, so spending hours and hours sort of toiling away, trying to sort of break through, making nothing, and then I kind of got lucky and stumbled into niche marketing, and I did really well with that. So kind of the idea behind VSource kind of goes back to that, because I fathomed out a way of, you know, sort of doing it. But at the time, obviously, I had to do all the work myself. I had to come up with the content. I had to rank these sites, and you know, it was just an awful lot of work, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, you know, I mean, I made an awful lot of money from doing it. You know, I tended to concentrate on weird niches. I won't mention them here, but you know, unusual, embarrassing, those kind of niches.
Yeah,
You know, some of them.
you know, I remember that from I think 2012 or something. You always dominated weird niches, you know,
Yeah,
embarrassing.
yeah, yeah. I had a product out called Niche Synergy back in 2013. But you know, I mean, one weird niche made me just under $124,000 in 6 months. You know, I mean, people say, you know, oh, I don't want to get into niche marketing because there's no money in it, but there quite clearly is. But anyway, you know, I'm getting sidetracked here. So, VSource will allow your subscribers, anybody who has it, to do a number of different things. So essentially it's 4 elements. And those 4 elements consist of a cloud-based software, which you've touched on already, a plugin, a theme, and training. Now, the cloud-based software allows you to scour YouTube, Vimeo, and Dailymotion for videos which get, you know, a lot of traffic, but they may have broken links, as you rightly mentioned. Now, those broken links, not always, but quite often, are expired domains. And being that they're an expired domain, then you can just pop over to GoDaddy, wherever, and you can purchase that. So you've got that traffic. And in many cases, you know, those videos are on page 1 for buyer phrases. So you know, you can build an entire site in 6 minutes with the plugin, using other people's content, and base it all on that expired domain. So you've got an instant site, and you've got instant traffic, and all you do is plug in your affiliate link, and you're done. It really is as easy as that.
Right.
And I mean,
However,
you know,
the part is where it actually gets me, because you know, if you do it manually, and of
yes,
course you course through the web like YouTube all the time, and definitely that's not something that I would do. I would actually hire someone to do that, right?
yeah,
If I do that, I'm looking at spending at least $500 to $700 a month just to pay that employee to do that for me, right? And
yeah,
then of course it doesn't end there, because I still need content. I still need to build a website, because you know it's a brand new domain that I'm purchasing. And I cannot just have, you know, a domain and a blank page with my affiliate link. I actually have to have some kind of content in there.
yeah. And I mean, you know, coming up with content is difficult. You know, it's time consuming. It's labor intensive. But you can do the whole thing, you know, in about 6 minutes.
Right, because you know, you get a great video, a broken link, and it might not really be the niche that you are an expert in, but you see a great potential of making money in that niche. So of course, in that case, you will not be able to write content by yourself, because you know it's not your passion, it's not a niche
That's
that you
right, yeah.
grew up. Yeah, so that
Yeah.
like
I mean,
I used to do that like 6 months ago, because it was so hectic. And then I decided that, you know, to hell with it. Let me just do what I'm
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
But then,
I mean,
you know,
back in 2000 and
so
2012, 2013. I mean, when I was building all of these niche sites, you know, I was either having to sort of get to grips with the whole niche myself, understand it, understand the demographics, understand what people wanted to hear about, and then write it all myself, which took, you know, an age, or I had to pay somebody to actually write for me. And, you know, at the end of the day, it either costs time or it costs, you know, it's money.
fine. Exactly.
So, I mean, because all of this content actually exists as well, you know, at the moment. So you've got hundreds of videos around one specific niche, for example. So what the plugin actually does is once you've hosted your site, bought the domain, you can build out an entire site with this plugin and theme. And what it does is it pulls all of the content from YouTube, Vimeo, Dailymotion, based on the phrase that you put in there. But because all of these people are interested, or they're in this niche, then they've got engaging content already. It might be videos, but what the plugin actually does is it pulls it all and it turns it into a WordPress post. Wow. So what it does is it pulls the video, it pulls the title of the video, it pulls the description, and it pulls all the comments. It even pulls the tags. But you can change pretty much everything as well. So even though it's somebody else's video, you're putting it all in, it turns it into a WordPress post. You can edit it, you can change it to suit your own needs. Plus we have like a CTA overlay built in. So basically, when somebody comes into your site,
right.
Yeah, really, so when somebody comes into your site, clicks that video, yeah, they click that video, and then you know, all they see is your link. So it kind of locks that video down, and then your link appears. If they click that link, make the purchase, CPA, whatever it is, then you get the commission. Yeah, you know, it's really easy stuff, but it's really powerful.
Yeah, great. So yeah, you know, I was so amazed yesterday when I saw this, you know, call to action feature as well, because it's that, you know, a pretty big video player software.
You've gone upside down.
so that was it's getting crazy, but you know, I was really amazed to see that. So what would you say? I mean, more you know, because right now my customers who already purchased VSource are watching this video, right?
Yeah.
So what kind of tips would you like to give to them so that they can actually get started almost immediately? I mean, what is the first step? What is the second step? What is the third step? And you know, how should they go about it? What is the easiest?
Well, one of the best ways that you can start making money really quickly is to concentrate on actual product names. So, say for example, a product name plus the author and stuff like that, and you'll find tons and tons of expired domains, you know, centered around actual products. Now, each one of those videos may not have thousands and thousands of views every day. They may only get, you know, 10, 20, 30 views a day, something like that. But if you pick the best one, because it's very targeted, it's a buyer phrase. So people searching for that particular phrase are going to be more inclined to actually purchase, because, you know, at the end of the day, they're searching Google for that phrase. So if they're searching for it, you know, they may well buy. So you can do that, and you can buy several of the expired domains. So you can build on one, and then you can forward the others to your new site, if you like. So once you've built your site based on other people's content, then you can forward all of the other domains, the expired domains, to your new site. And that's a really easy way of getting a good deal of traffic almost straight away. Plus, because it's targeted, then you know, you're going to find it ranks really quickly. I mean, we've got some case studies on the sales page, but you know, we've been able to sort of rank really quickly for product-related phrases because the sites are really targeted. One great tip that I would give your subscribers, anybody watching this, is you don't always have to direct link from your site, so you don't always have to actually link out to an affiliate product. What I did in the past was used a method which is kind of like native ad, if you like. So basically what this allowed me to do was build lists in any niche that I liked, and actually, you know, make commissions as well. The way that I did this was instead of sending them directly to an affiliate offer or CPA or whatever it was, what I would do is I would offer to give them a free download. Now, free downloads, giveaways in our business, people are really used to it. But in niches outside of the internet marketing area, then, you know, it's unusual. People aren't used to it. So when you offer to actually give them something.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah. yeah, you offer to give them something, and all they've got to do is give their email for it, and
Right.
then you actually give them a PDF. And what
Mm-hmm.
I found you can do is you can basically pick parts of a sales page for maybe the affiliate product that you're promoting, and then
Right.
find some other content lying around the internet and put all that together, make a PDF, but turn it into a native ad. So basically, you're providing a little bit of help, a little bit of tuition in the PDF, but it all funnels down to you actually selling that product. But because they've invested their time in actually downloading, opening, and reading your PDF, they're going to be far more inclined to actually purchase because it's native to that PDF. They funnel down, they read, and then basically you're telling them, and this works. So
Exactly.
I mean that is a great tip, and it's something that anybody can use, whether they use it on with VSource or wherever they use it. I mean it's a great way of doing that. But with VSource, obviously, if you've hijacked the traffic, you've got that traffic straight away. You've got the content because you've basically swiped everybody else's. Then
Right.
it's a great way of doing it, and you can actually build a list as well as sell stuff with a giveaway.
Right, right. I can totally relate to what you said about the PDF. Like, people will be more inclined to take some sort of an action because our last product, Engage, that was completely based on this simple mind hack.
Yeah,
We use this value first logic, and plus we have this theory of micro commitment and continuity. So
yeah,
if are actually reading the PDF, they have commit in their mind. They are interested. Their mind tells them that they are interested, and theory of continuity basically lowers down all the barriers they might have in their mind because they are reading the PDF. They know you or they think they know you, and they will be more inclined to take action rather than some cold traffic who doesn't even know you because they're mostly in the
yeah,
anonymous,
yeah.
like you call it, right?
Exactly that, and I mean, outside of the internet marketing arena, if you like, as I mentioned, people are not used to this kind of process. They go onto sites and then they buy stuff,
Right.
or they don't. But when you're actually giving them something, it kind of throws them off, if you like, and then
And
they're
that's a
getting
super
some value.
for them because they've never seen anything like that, right?
That's
I mean,
Yeah, it's
it's
correct.
so common in our industry that sometimes we forget that outside our industry, these things that we consider to be like regular practices, they
Mm.
are not even tried by the marketers. And when you
That's
actually
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We tend to forget.
right, because they're so engrossed in this, like in our industry, and it sometimes we just need a reminder that hey, look around. I mean, who's giving anything for free? Nobody. It's just us in our internet marketing niches, and we just keep giving a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
However, in other niches, it is not. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, but some years ago, that's all I did. I just concentrated on niches outside of the internet marketing arena. I could do it without having my face on camera. I didn't have to use my name, my details, anything. I just used pen names. I built site after site in all kinds of obscure and unusual and embarrassing niches, and I made an awful lot of money, thousands and thousands of dollars in a week sometimes.
wow,
I'm not going to say that anybody that grabs VSource today is going to make thousands of dollars in a week because that would be completely untrue. You could do it; it's possible, but you have to start off, lower down with lower expectations. But I can honestly tell you, sat here now, that VSource, if I'd have had it back in the day, it would have been such a time saver. I mean, what I tended to do was I built up my site, and I guess this could be another great tip. I built up my sites. As soon as they started making money, then I put more content, I put more resources into them. But obviously, with VSource, you wouldn't have to do that.
mm-hmm.
But I built them up so they were earning that little bit more, consistently. Again, it's passive, and
Yeah,
by doing that, I was able to sort of like build a decent passive income week in, week out. And then, after 3 or 6 months, I'd flip the sites. I
wow,
mean, one site in particular, I sold for $77,000. It's
Sim- $77,000, right?
$77,000 for one site. Another one, $36,000. You know, and
And
again,
keywords, some
these
keywords
sound like
costs.
they sound like outlandish claims, but you know, anybody that knows me knows that this is true. You know, people have seen inside my Flipper account. You know, these were just niches that I sort of I developed sites in, and you know, I just flipped the sites, and you know,
So glad we are having this call because my customers now know about it, about a great tip that is not like publicly available anywhere, not even in your sales page. I mean, come on, VSource can be used in so many different ways, but this and what we just said, like grab a domain, put in content, which VSource does for you automatically, right? VSource
yes.
then puts all the content, puts in the videos, and you can actually even have call to actions inside the video, which basically means that you will be able to generate a lot of revenue because that's what you need to show people in Flippa, right? Or on Flippa,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
let's say you're making like $2,000 to $3,000 or $4,000 a month out of that. Well, consistently for 3 to 6 months, I think people are willing to pay 20 times that, right? Approximately 20.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when I was doing it, I mean, I had sites that were making me between $500 and $800 a day. I mean, that one that I sold for $77,000. I mean, you know, it's just based on an embarrassing niche, but you know that it was anything from $200 to $800 a day. 800 was the best day I ever had with that particular site. But yeah, and then I sold that for $77,000. But you know, I mean, if you start off with your expectations a little bit lower, and you know, I sold an awful lot of sites for around about the $1,000 mark. You know,
Hmm.
whether that was a good idea.
One site, right? You can have as many sites as you want using VShore. All right.
Well, that's
You
it. I mean, there are limitations with the front end, Anwesh, to how many sites you can build. But as always, there are upsells. So there are two upsells for this particular product. If you choose the second upsell, then you're going to get developers and you're going to get unlimited use. So in that case, it's going to cost you a little bit more, yes,
yeah,
but you can develop as many sites as you like. And when I say that, it will honestly take you less than 10 minutes to build a complete site from scratch, then you know you can imagine how many you can build. You can
yeah,
even use it for
exactly.
jacking products. I mean,
Right.
if you
So,
yeah, I mean, if you wanted to use it to jack product launches, for example, and we did this. We've got a case study actually on the sales page. We jacked Steam Steam Cache was it a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, $88 from that, and basically we're just using somebody else's content. All we've done is we put it on a subdomain, so we haven't even purchased a separate domain for this. We've just put it on a subdomain, built out a complete site. It's ranked. You can see it. I mean, it's in Google for. Let me see. How to make money from steamit.com. It's on page one for that. No, actually, sorry, I tell a lie. It's dropped off of page one now. It's down to page two because Steamit has become really, really popular now. But you know, when it launched, we had over 100 clicks to that site in one day. You know, because that product had so much buzz during launch.
and
So
didn't even go for a brand, the domain name. It was a subdomain, right?
yeah, subdomains, yeah.
Wow. Wow. So that makes me think. We can probably like if you're thinking about like having 15 or 20 sites, 30 sites, or more than that, probably, and we are okay with let's say $80 to $100 a day from each site. If that is possible and if that is cool, then probably we can use free blog sites and use that keyword that's there on the YouTube because, like you just said, you had a subdomain. But in case you don't have a website right now, probably you can just go to WordPress.com
Yeah.
and actually
Yeah.
have, or there are so many Web 2.0 websites, website builders out there, Web.com, and then WordPress.com. So probably you can just have the domain name .wordpress.com, and it will still make money, right? And so,
Yeah, I mean, if you're limited for cash, there are all sorts of avenues. I mean, the reason I like to build out sites on specific domains, especially ones that are expired with existing traffic, is the fact that it gives you that jump start. Plus, because everything's targeted around that one site, it gives you the option to flip that site later on, you know, if
Right.
you decide you
Oh,
wanted to.
it's really
But if
right.
you are, sorry, if you are sort of, you know, if you don't have that excess cash, if you don't have much money to spend to get
Mm,
started, I mean, by all means, just go ahead and jack some launches. I mean, it's you don't need a list, you don't need a profile, you don't need anything. Basically, all you're doing is you're collating and curating other marketers' videos and overlaying them with your own affiliate link. Yeah, I mean, when you start, you might have to be set to delay, but you know, it's no big deal. In 30 days, you're going to get your money. And you know, it's really easy to do because you can do the whole thing with a couple of clicks. You know, you
right.
don't have to come up with your own content and your own videos. You put it all on a subdomain. Yeah, you know, you might have to buy one domain, but you know, it's going to cost you say $3
Yeah.
or something like that.
Right. What I'm thinking here is it's so amazing that you basically grab VSource, and even if you don't have money to invest right now, VSource will make you the seed money, right? And then you use that seed money to use VSource again, buy the expired domains, and make way more than what you were making without a dedicated domain for a particular product.
Yeah,
Isn't that amazing, right? I mean, you grab resource and then you love like 5 or 10 niches, right? And you just go to WordPress if you don't have excess cash, like you just said, and if you're not sure about investing, that it's not really that much. It's like $5 to $10 per domain, right? But let's
yeah,
say it's a premium domain and it's available for I don't know, $100, $200, something like that. Then probably what you can do is you can just use all the Web 2.0 free website builders and stuff, do launch jacking, make some money over there, and then reinvest that money and start making even more, and you don't even need anything extra. That's pretty mind blowing, right? It's crazy.
yeah. I mean, it does sound too easy. If I was looking in now and I was looking at this and I was looking at Vsauce, I would say that was too easy. But the fact remains that you know it does actually do what it says on the tin. It is as easy as that. Yeah, I mean basically it pulls all of those videos into your site and it turns them into WordPress posts. It uses their video thumbnails, the titles, the comments, tags, descriptions, everything. And basically you can go in there and you can just edit away to your heart's content. So you can add to it, you can edit it, you can add graphics, you can add more videos, you can do anything you want. So basically you have an entire site which is full of engaging content with your link.
And it gives you an option because I'm really big on options, you know. So it will generate a full-blown website for you, but it also gives you the option to actually go ahead and edit almost anything and everything on that site
Yes.
and
Yes.
add your own flavor, your personality, or whatever you are happy with, right? And
Yes.
then, yeah, it's all about options, and that's one of the reasons why I don't know, many people who are listening to this, they might just get furious at me. But that's the reason I'm not using Apple phones because they don't give you the options. I'm really big on options. You know, I would rather have an Android phone like I'm just using right now, and I can put in like whatever I want. If it's a 16 GB, I can insert like 200 GB SD card or whatever I want, right? But so at least I have an option, which is not there with Apple. So anyways, folks, don't mind that thing. It was just an analogy. Don't hate me for hating Apple products. So yeah, it's all about options, and VSource gives you that. It's pretty amazing. So one last question, Mark, because I know you're really busy right now with the launch that's coming up. So from what I've seen, from what you just told, I'm pretty sure it works with any niche, right? It's not niche based or it's not a niche specific.
Well, I mean, one thing. Friend of mine. I'm sure many of your viewers will know Paul O'Keefe, but he was trying it out the other day, and he found he doesn't, although he does sort of work in the internet marketing industry, he actually he has a lot of outside interests. So he's an affiliate in lots of different areas, not the kind of areas that I'm in. I mean, I kind of come up with this idea really to sort of target niche markets, but he was telling me that he's into sort of, I won't give away his niche, but it's big, it's huge, it's nothing to do with anything that I do. And he just dropped in a phrase and he found a video on page one with over 200,000 hits. He went to the channel and he found a load more with 400,000 hits and stuff like that in really, really sort of high value areas, if you like. And he bought it. He bought the domain live when I was on the call with him. And it's just crazy. 200,000 hits, 400,000 hits, and he doesn't even. I mean, the other thing that I should have mentioned is you don't necessarily have to go ahead and use a plugin and a theme and build out an entire site or any site at all. You could basically just buy that domain from the the broken link. You could buy that domain and you could just forward it to an affiliate offer if you really wanted to.
To a related affiliate offer. Yeah, exactly. That's something that I was about to suggest. So you don't need to buy. I mean, although VSource allows you to create a full-blown website under 10 minutes, but for whatever reason, if you don't want to do that, you can still this domain and redirect it right from within the cPanel, and you don't even have to have a cPanel, I guess, because you can actually redirect it from within the registrar, like GoDaddy or whatever. You can actually redirect right within your registrar. So that's I mean, even if you're not techie, it does it all for you. So
I mean, I'm not techie, but it's very, very easy to do. I mean, inside of VSource in the training, you'll find out how to do that anyway. It's all included in there. So, if all you really wanted to do was forward to another page, to an affiliate offer, to a CPA offer, or anything like that, so, the forwarding instructions are included in there. So basically, you just buy that cheap domain, you go into the registrar panel, and then you just forward that domain. It takes seconds.
It's so amazing. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around this, but it is so easy and simple. I think about it, the traditional way is like do market research, do keyword research, buy the domain, and then try to find traffic and then make money, right? And what VSource is doing is it basically absolutely eliminating the drive the traffic part, which is the toughest part, right? And so it's just like there is traffic, there is a lot of traffic already somewhere, and what you're doing is simply going in and taking that traffic and redirecting them to an offer that's going to fill your pocket with cash. So it's backwards, but it makes so much sense that it's crazy. So
that's right. You don't necessarily. I mean, if you wanted to if you were good at keyword research, or if you had a great keyword research tool, then you could drop fantastic phrases into VSource, and it would work fantastically well. But if you don't, then basically you could just pull up product names. I mean, if you can be an affiliate for a product, pull up the product name and add sort of review, scam, bonuses, author name, something like that after the product name, you're going to find a ton straight away.
Exactly. Give me 1 second, Mark. My daughter just wants to come into the office. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, sure.
Say hi.
Hello, princess. How are you today?
Yeah, she was eating, omelet and cheese, so,
That looks very tasty.
Do everything for her. Luckily, internet marketing allows me to do all that stuff, and I'm really, really lucky. It's the good stuff.
Yeah, I was recording earlier, and my daughter kept running in and shouting and jumping about outside.
Right. Anyway, it was amazing talking with you, Mark. I'm pretty sure my customers actually got a lot of value, because these secrets that you just spilled right now on the call, I mean, these are hard to come by. I mean, it's not anywhere, and you are actually telling this from your personal experience, right? I mean,
definitely.
With niche websites and your experience with driving traffic and all that stuff. So I believe everything that you know is in the training, but this particular call actually has way more extra stuff than what you already have in the training. And my people are actually absolutely going to love this. Cheese. All right, cheese. Right. Well, thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot. Was amazing, and thanks again for your time. I know you're so busy because it's like what 2 days within 48 hours. You
Yeah,
actually want
it's
wrap.
manic. You know what it's like, Anwesh. So
Yeah.
there's so much to do, so little time.
Right. So I won't hold you back anymore. And once again, I'm really glad that you spent some time with me and for my customers. I really appreciate, and my customers also. I'm pretty sure they appreciate this call as well. So thanks once again.
Yeah, it was really nice to speak to you, Anwesh.
Yeah. Bye. Cheers.
Thanks, man. See you soon.
Yeah. See you.